My journey started with Silver Chain approximately 8 years ago, after I'd moved into a place on my own, and I needed mainly assistance with house cleaning. I knew of the other services, personal care and things like that, but I didn't need them at that time. So I've come to realise that by getting the help, I can live more independently. You can view it as though I'm not as independent as what I used to be anymore, and I can't do this and I can't do that, and it's like, no, what this is doing, when you have people come over and help you do things, it's allowing you to live more independently. You can go out now and live your life like you'd like to live, but you're going to need help. You do need help with this and this. So it's been very helpful in that respect. I know many people have seen me and they think, you know, there's nothing wrong in a sense, or apart from the disability. Well, if you came around my place from 5 o'clock to 9 o'clock at night, or the same in the morning, you'd see that I really, I let myself know I need help at those times, because I struggle with a lot of things at those times. So there came a time 5 years ago, I was actually involved in a motor vehicle accident, and it changed my condition. So I started to need help with like showering assistance. That was the main thing there, personal care. So I used to have someone come in 3 times a week, and that was great. So that allowed me to know that things were safe, that I was safe, I was getting help.
I met Terry earlier this year. I was referred to come in by Raz, I think it was to look at his shower transfers.
Yes,
this
right.
is when the whole personal care side of it was coming into play again, and Martin from Raz had come back in and said, well, let's have a look at the mobility in the bathroom, and then whether you need the personal care support as well. He'd been quite unwell at the start of the year, so he was kind of just getting back into all his enjoyment, all your activities and all your therapies. So I'd suggested that we stick around for a little while. We provided the twice a week care, some stretches, some exercises. And then towards the end of the physio program, we decided to have a look at getting Terry to the pool.
I found out that getting the hydrotherapy, the pool was doing me so well. So through a process, that took a little while for us to organise. Well, I didn't organise it, the girls organised, but now I get fit. Now I get hydrotherapy once a week. I mean, that's incredible.
I've been working with Terry for about 8 months, and from the start Terry was completely upfront with what he wanted from our services. I got to know Terry, we talked about his life, his history, his experiences. With his diagnosis of MS, he was receiving physiotherapy with Kate from Silver Chain. He wanted to continue those exercises in the pool with the help from our staff. So Terry, Kate and I developed an easy to follow care plan for our care aides. There was a lot of planning involved in setting up this service, a lot of communication with Terry and our staff. We had to ensure everyone's safety and had to adjust the care plan a couple of times just to make sure that everyone was comfortable with it. Terry now attends the pool with our staff every week, and everyone's having a great time together. It's been great working with Terry. He's a fantastic, positive person. He's got a great sense of humour, and I've noticed how happy he is. He's built such a great rapport with our staff, and the staff love spending time with him and catching up and being in the pool with him. It's about building a partnership. Terry knows that we'll always be there for him. Whatever place he is in his journey in life, he knows that Silver Chain will always be there.
I think when I started coming in, Terry, like I said, had gone through that little issue with his health at the beginning of the year, and he'd lost himself a little bit, and he'd lost that sense of his capacity and what he could do and what he couldn't do. And so at the start there was just a bit of uncertainty in everything he was doing, and as the weeks progressed, Terry just found his feet again, found his voice again, really started to take charge, really started being very proactive and going out and initiating things in the community. And I mean, that was the biggest change. For Terry living with MS, that's something that we can't change. We can't fix that as a problem. But like Terry said before, we're not here to fix that as a problem. We're here to help Terry. So the biggest change was in your
Yeah.
confidence, I think.
Definitely.
Yeah.
To build you back up. They're not taking any. No one's taking anything away from you. They're actually providing you with that care and that comfort, so you can get confident in yourself again, and go from there. So that people can come out and actually help me is it's just a wonderful thing, because without it, I couldn't live the life I wanted to live. I couldn't get help dressing and showering and then jump on my gopher and disappear for the day. I wouldn't be able to do those things, but I can, because I get that help. So.